Guys, what is up? Back at you once again. It is ya boy, Chin, that freaking Mark. And honestly, WWE. This is for you. So, to kick off this here episode of SmackDown Live, we have a contract signing, because this is wrestling and we have ourselves contract signings. And it basically just starts off with Shane talking about how freaking fantastic Kofi Kingston is, just showing all this bitchin' stuff he's done throughout the years, actually showing Elimination Chamber footage in favor of, you know, how they would normally just do pictures and stuff like that. That was pretty sweet. New Day comes out, just super hyped. Everyone is in like a super good mood. Cut like a bit of a promo there, and Kofi goes to do his little Herbie Hancock on the dotted line there, and Vinnie Mac's music hits, and okay, you know what happens here? Yeah, we have an undoubtable dick move of the night here. Vince comes out to tell Kofi, hey, those past 11 years, yeah, that was great, but I don't really care because Kevin Owens is more deserving than you. So Kevin Owens is going to get this title shot. Man, as dick of a move as this dick move was, what a way to build some heat. This segment basically ends with the New Day being incredibly pissed and KO and Daniel Bryan just staring at each other because they don't give a fuck. Next up, we have ourselves The Bar versus the fucking Hardy Boys. Who saw that one coming? 2 returns in a row on SmackDown, and also considering what happened on Raw last night. Holy shit, AEW is scaring the fuck out of you guys. This is amazing. This match was basically the Hardy Boys looking awesome. The Bar got a little bit of offense in, and then the Hardy Boys were like, no, we're gonna shut you the fuck down. And that's what happened. Jeff Hardy really stuck that Swanton bomb, and I just love how he's been doing that. Hardy Boys win. Hell yeah, brother. After the match, Aleister Black and Ricochet were just watching, and Ricochet was like, man, the Hardy Boys, wouldn't that be sweet if we took them on? Yes. Lana comes in, basically to just be like, hey guys, what's up? I don't see what's so fancy about you, and I don't see what's so fancy about you. And then she gave Ricochet an up and down like 5 or 6 times, like, Rusev, your girl's out there wildin', she was checking out that cock piece. Next up, we have R-Truth in the ring talking about how ever since he was a wee lad, John Cena has always been his hero, and that totally matches up timeline-wise, don't even question it. But because of that, he's going to reinstate the United States Open Challenge. And it kind of becomes a doozy, to be honest with you, because Andrade comes out and he's just like, yo, I'm going to claim that. And Ray's just like, nah, I'm going to just punch-size you in the face real fast and just like run my way up into that ring, because he did exactly that. And that kind of put Truth in a weird predicament, because he's just like, what would John Cena do? Not say no to both competitors like he originally wanted to do. He took both of them on and had a fucking awesome match. That's what he ended up doing. And yeah, again, he did exactly that. At one point in this match, R-Truth had Andrade on his shoulders, just like, is that the electric chair? I don't fucking know. Either way, he just had him up there, and Ray jumps off of the ropes and runs him like on his shoulders. It was amazing. Truth literally channels John Cena at one point. He doesn't full on do the 5 moves of doom, but he does do a full on 5-knuckle shuffle, baby. And Rey Mysterio hits a double 619, but Truth is the one who counters super fast on Mysterio with a quick roll up, wins the match. Even Mysterio is just like, God damn it, I can't be mad at you. Fucking smirk on his face. Rey and Andrade have a little bit of a tussle at the end there, but it doesn't amount to nothing. It was a great match, all in all. Truth was being legitimately funny, and the match was awesome. Next up, Charlotte comes out to cut a promo because she knows that there's no one around that can do a goddamn thing about it, basically. She just takes a promo from a couple months ago that Ronda cut and just used it against her, being like, oh, look, she just laid her title down, and definitely said she wouldn't do that a couple months ago, although she definitely just did that last night, and says that she's going to show up on Raw and just claim the title that is hers. it'll be interesting to see how that works out for her. Woo, baby! Then we have ourselves, Aleister Black and Ricochet. Awesome team, by the way, WWE, loving that. Versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev. And this match was just basically here to show how fantastic Aleister Black and Ricochet are. This match ends with Shinsuke just revving up for a Kinshasa and just runs right the fuck into a Black Mass. It was awesome. Kind of made me wonder if WWE knows what a Black Mass is. Probably not. The worst part of the night happens next, and honestly, considering what we've gotten so far, wasn't really that bad. It was just Lacey Evans coming out, walking back like she's been doing, whatever, maybe put her in a match. Hey, we then had a recap video to remind ourselves that Roman Reigns is back in the WWE because his cancer is in remission and he most likely will never get booed again. These are all positive things. We then have ourselves the main event for the night, and that is Kofi Kingston and Kevin Owens versus Daniel Bryan and Rowan. The main thing with this match was basically just being like, is Kevin Owens going to turn on Kofi? And no, he wasn't. He kept up his end of the bargain. This match basically just showed us that Kevin Owens has not been slacking the entire time that he's been gone. He got some sick ink, which we already knew if you paid attention to his Instagram, and he got fucking jacked, which was more apparent now that he was out there kicking some ass. He even went as far as to do a fucking over-the-top rope flip to the outside of the ring at one point in this match, and it was fantastic. And I was really impressed when he hit a stunner on the WWE Champion for the win. I am so glad that Daniel Bryan has a fucking awesome attitude about this because he's just putting dudes over. And yeah, again, there was no heel turn at the end of the night. Kevin Owens held up his end of the bargain. Alrighty friends, and it is that time where we have to ask ourselves, how was this here episode of SmackDown? Well, do I even have to... It was fucking happening graps, dog. That's how it was. Obviously, this is like literally the best episode of SmackDown I have seen in a fucking minute. And there you go. I'm glad to say that was a fantastic episode of SmackDown. It has been your biggity boy, Chin, that freaking Mark, here talking about graps. And you know what? We're just gonna have to keep on keeping on, because I heard that one time and it sounded like some pretty good advice. Deuces.